Hi, and welcome to today's 4 Minute Mark. We are still talking about the Transfiguration in Mark chapter 9. And we saw that Jesus had his glory revealed to the disciples. And not only that, Elijah and Moses are there talking with Jesus. What are they talking with Jesus about? Well, Mark doesn't tell us, but one of the other Gospels says that they were discussing Jesus' departure with him. Or another way to translate that word is they were discussing Jesus' exodus with him. What departure? What exodus? Jesus was about to leave this world and go to the Father. And of course, in order to do that, Jesus first died and then was resurrected. And so Elijah and Moses are talking to Jesus about this. Now, Elijah represents the Old Testament prophets, and Moses represents the Old Testament law. So the law and the prophets, if you will, and we could say by extension the entire Old Testament, is suddenly coming and talking to Jesus. Why? Because they are assuring Jesus, I believe, that his interpretations are right, that the Spirit is leading him rightly, and that indeed it was prophesied that the Messiah would die. And they're probably encouraging him that this is God's plan, because Jesus was human. Yes, he was God. He's glowing in front of the disciples. He's God. He's glorified, but he's the God-man. He probably needed encouragement from these Old Testament figures. And there's another reason why these Old Testament figures appeared there as well. So Elijah and Moses are talking to Jesus, and Peter says, "Boy, it's great to be here." And if you have ever gone on a religious retreat or been in a meeting with believers and the Holy Spirit was really moving and you felt brought into the glory of God, or maybe you heard a sermon that kind of just took you right into the glory of God, it's great to be there. So Peter says, it's good to be here. So you know what? Let's set up some tents. Let's make a tabernacle. Let's make a dwelling for you, Jesus, and for Moses and Elijah, because let's keep them here too, because this is this is a big deal, isn't it? Moses and Elijah are back from heaven, and they're here with us. Let's just stay here. Let's build a place to stay here. And when we're having those mountaintop experiences, and there's a reason why we use that phrase, mountaintop experiences, because when we use that phrase, we're thinking about the transfiguration, okay? They're on the mountaintop. When we have those mountaintop experiences, we just want to stay there forever. But we can't. God sends us out into the world, energized and encouraged by those mountaintop experiences. So, Peter says, let's just stay here. Let's build shelters. Let's build one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. And then verse 6 says, he did not know what to say. They were so frightened. Imagine. Jesus suddenly is whiter than white, and Moses and Elijah appear before him, and Peter doesn't know what to say, but Peter says something anyways. Because that's Peter. Many times when we don't know what to say, because maybe we're frightened, maybe we're nervous, maybe we don't know what to say in order to comfort somebody else who's upset, maybe somebody's presented us with a problem and we just don't know what to say, or somebody's given us an opinion that is so off the wall we don't even know how to respond to it, we don't know what to say. Sometimes it's better if we don't say anything, if we just bite our tongues. But that's not Peter. I don't really know what to say about this, but I'm going to speak up anyways. So he does. But then a cloud appeared and enveloped them. And in the Old Testament, a cloud is a sign of God's presence. So God, the Father, is now enveloping them, if you will. He's there too. Jesus, the Son, is there glorified. God, the Father, is there. And a voice comes from the cloud, "This is my Son whom I love. Listen to him." In other words, Jesus has priority over the law and the prophets, over the Old Testament. Listen to him. He is the fullest expression and fullest explanation of God. Listen to him. That's another reason why Moses and Elijah were there. Okay, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.